It's about polynomial introduction. You're gonna adding, you're gonna subtracting, you're gonna find a degree, you're gonna write up in standard form. So if in front of the parenthesis you see the plus, what the plus you're gonna do with the whole thing over here? Does it do anything? No, right? They're not gonna change anything because in front of them is a plus. So what you need to do, get rid of the parenthesis by just rewrite them. So nothing gonna change. Oh, the sound, nothing gonna change. You know the sound? Yeah, that sound. So after you write this is where the standard form come from. So in order to get the standard form, can someone remind me what is the standard form? The question? And then? So what is the order?
Biggest to lowest.
Right. So the highest go first, and then the power arranged in decreasing order. Highest to lowest.
Is the negative one an exponent or a regular number?
Can you say again?
The negative one at the end, is that an exponent or number?
This one is the exponent is what? The power is 0.
Oh.
Right? And nothing here, that's when the power is 0. Right? So this is power 1, this is power 0.
Also, it's not an exponent?
There's no exponent.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's no exponent.
Wait, 2x minus 1, right? 2x.
2x minus 1.
That was the question.
Oh, so now that you need glasses too?
Huh?
You need glasses too?
No.
So whoever sit next to Nicole need glasses now? That's contagious. Okay, what is the highest power?
7.
7. So is there any other 7 here? No, right? So that's the only one to copy down. This is a very easy question. I hope you all gonna get this point, okay? I'll show you exactly what you need to do, and this is very like baby step. I'm gonna show it one by one. Now after the 7, the next power going to be 6. I'm gonna find. Oh, I have right here one power 6. Is there any other power 6?
Yes.
Actually, I have two more. This one, this one. So what you're gonna do is don't worry about the power. Remember the smiley face example I gave you? So you don't touch the power, don't add them. Nothing happened to the power. You just need to work with the number in front of it, like coefficient, right? What is negative 3 plus 2 and minus 5? Negative 6, right? Negative 3 minus plus 2 is negative 1, negative 1 plus 5, negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. So negative 6 to the power 6, and when you're done, just cross them out. So you know that you already took care of it, okay? After the 6, we go down to 5. Is there any order of the power 5?
No.
Right here, right? So is there any order 5? No. So please plus 6x5. Okay. Now I don't see any 4, I don't see any 3, I don't see any 2. But I see another 1, power 1. Right? 2x and negative 2x. Oh, what happened? They're going to cancel out. 2 minus 2, right? So 2 minus 2 is 0, and that means it's just gone. And then I see the last 2 is the number, the constant. Negative 1 minus 3 is?
Negative 4.
Okay? Easy. Now because we moved to the Thursday, so you're going to see something like this. That's your choice. All right. Now you're like, wait a minute, why I see x and y? Yeah, it's not typo. So you're gonna have 2 variables right now, okay? Oh, by the way, what is the degree of this? 7. So when you write them in the standard form, then the first power, the highest power is going to be the degree. They all will be on the front, right? If you're on the standard form, That's always be on the front. So this is degree. Degree is 7. Okay. So you did write standard form, you did state the degree, and you did find the sum. This one going to be find the difference because you subtract them. Okay. What is the first step you always need to do? Yeah. So distribute the negative, or you can get rid of the parentheses. So the negative on the front of parentheses. That's what is that gonna do with the whole thing inside. What the negative right here going to do with the whole thing inside here? They're gonna flip all the sign. Okay, that's how it affected. Because the negative, when you distribute it, the negative and negative become positive. Negative and positive is negative. So that means they're gonna change all the sign right here to flip it. Okay. If there's nothing on the front, is that minus or plus? Plus, right? Do you need to change anything over here? No. Okay. So just get rid of the parentheses. You have 2x6 plus 4x squared y cubed minus 2x squared y squared minus a cubed minus 2x plus 1 minus 4x4. I change the positive 4x4 to negative 4x4, and then negative 2x squared y squared become positive 2x squared y squared plus 3x cubed minus 6x squared y cubed minus 2. Okay? So I just changed all the sign of the second parenthesis. Right? Let me put it over here to corresponding to the first one. Okay, now which one is the highest power? The 6, right? What is the power for this term? 5. Remember this? You're gonna add all the power. So the still the higher is still the 6. Okay, so that's the 6. Is there any other 6? No, so that's the only one. So 2x to the power 6. Which one is the next one to the power 5? Do you see any power 5 here?
Yes, negative 6.
Well, it's, explicitly it's no, but then this one is going to be 5 because 2 plus 3. Remember when we find a degree, we need to add this power of the two variables, right? So this is also 5 and this is also 5. So that is the next term to be on the answer. So 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Negative 2x squared y cubed. So basically this one look a little bit tricky, but it's still the same. It's just the power you need to add the power of x and y. Now after the 5, you're gonna have 4, right? I see a 4 right here. Is there any other 4? Yeah, so another 2 right here. X squared and y squared, they're also 4, right? This is also 4. But let's write this one first. It doesn't matter which one you write first. I just write this one first because it's only one term. And this one I'm gonna take care of it. Now look at this. Negative 2, x squared, y squared, and positive 2, x squared, y squared. What happened? They cancel out, right? So this is gone. Oh, that's good. You don't need to write it. And then go down to 4 is 3. I see the 3 right here. So negative 1, 3 plus 3. So negative 1 plus 3, that gives me 2, right? So 2 positive 2x cubed. When you're done, cross them out. So you know that you took care of it already. Go 3, after the 3, I'm going to go to square, but I don't see any square. So go down to 1, I see 1 right here. X to the power 1. So negative 2x, that's gone. That's nothing else. And then the last one is 1 minus 2, the constant. So negative 1. Make sense? I hope you all gonna get this 3 point, okay? It's not that hard. If the mistake you're gonna make is potentially the mistake you make is from calculation, or you're missing the term, or there's some term you didn't get taken care of. Yeah, that's come from this calculation. But the concept is very easy. What is the degree of this? 6. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so 6D, that's it for 6D. What did we learn on 6? Oh, this is 6C. Right, that's 6C. 6C. Right, so 6C to 6E. So C is when we learn about polynomial introduction, and then D. What did we learn on the D? Remember?
Factor.
Grouping, factor, right? We reviewed the factor, and then we learned specifically the new method is factor by grouping. You will see all the problems, all type of method, all type of factoring. 2 term, 3 term, and 4 term. So 60 is a lot. Factoring method. So including grouping, we learn a new one, grouping. Okay, we learn about grouping. Okay, let me write more specific. So let's factor by grouping. Yeah, just write out first. We're gonna do some sample. 6E. All right, so factoring methods. 2 terms. X squared minus 9, easy. You're gonna take the square root because 9 is a perfect square, right? What number square become 9? 3. So taking square root here, I'm gonna have x. I'm taking square root here, I'm gonna have 3. And then how do you write it? 1.
1 positive, 1 negative.
1 plus 1 minus, so x plus 3 and x minus 3. Easy. Just take the square root, okay? It's only applicable when the number is a perfect square. Okay? That's the formula number 3. That's the exactly not a formula number 3. Okay? There's special formula on the side right there. Square. Okay. Same thing. Is 16 perfect square, right? And then x squared and y4, they're both even. That means they both can be something square. How do you write it?
4x.
What is square root of this? You have 4x. What is square root of y4? What is square root of y4? Y squared, right? You divide it by 2. You can think that you divide by 2, y squared. And that's it, 1 plus 1 minus. So don't let this kind of complicated look fool you, okay? It's still the same concept, I tell you this one easy, this one a little bit more advanced, but that's the same thing. So 2 term, basically, they're just using the formula, okay? What else? We learned the formula x cubed on the 6e, right? So this is from 6e. What is x cubed minus 8? 2 term is all about formula. It's all about formula. You still remember this? What is 8? 8 is a perfect cube. Because you went the sign is you can look at the x. The x is cube. So something related to the cube. Okay, cube power. So if you don't have the little notes, or if you already memorized, that's good. But if you still haven't memorized it yet, you can look at the little note I gave you. That's step by step. So what you're gonna do?
Square.
One short one. Oh, you need to rewrite them to have a cube first. So let's rewrite it to have a cube first. What cube become 8? 2. So minus 2 cube. What you gonna do with the cube? I'm reviewing you the 6e right now. What you gonna do with the cube?
Ignore it.
You just ignore it, okay? You can do like this, ignore it. So whatever you have left here, that's the one we're going to working on, okay? One short, one long, or one small, one big, whatever. One small parenthesis, one big parenthesis. So that's good? Which one gonna go in the short one, in the small one? You can just copy over. The small one is easy, okay? Just copy this one over. Whatever you have here, to copy over here. Do you copy the cube? No, we just wrote ignore, okay? So x minus 2. You just copy over, okay? For the long one, what you gonna do? You square each of them and put on the front and the back. Okay. So x I squared, I have x squared. And put on the front. Now 2 squared is 4. I'm gonna put on the back. Okay. And the in front of the 4 is always positive, always plus. The one term right here, they're always positive. Okay. Now which term? What term is in the middle? You're gonna multiply them together. Okay. X times 2. That is 2x. Now don't times 2 again. Don't be confused with this formula right here. This formula right here, you have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's completely different. You know what I mean? This formula you also have a squared, like you square them on both of them. But in the middle, not only you need to multiply them, you need to also multiply by 2. That's another formula. That's another formula. In this formula, in this cube, you don't times 2. You don't times 2, okay? So the formula is this: a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, come from the formula a cube minus b cube. So this is a formula. You see the difference? This is times 2. This is, you don't need to times 2. Okay, so multiply them together. You have 2x. What is the sign of the front? Always opposite with the original. Okay, so this is plus. That's it. Yeah. What's special about this trinomial? They are unfactorable. They're always unfactorable. Okay? So if I want you to solve them, what you gonna do? Quadratic formula. Very good, very good. That's the only one method you can do it. Yeah, what did you say, Alison? Quadratic formula. That's the only way. Okay, remember, if you're not sure how to solve them, quadratic formula can solve everything. Okay? Can solve everything. But to memorize them is another story. So if you don't memorize it, this is another story. But it's right there. You can look at the poster. Alright, if you forgot, you can take a look at that. Alright, so next one is 3 terms. So we're gonna treat this quiz as like a short test because we have more stuff to cover. Initially, I just planned to be like just a short quiz, but it's gonna be like more like a test. It's not a short test though, just 2 pages. So 3 terms is when this is just a review from last year. Remember the finding combination and smiley way? That's exactly the same. So let's do some easy one. Number 6. Easy one. If you don't see the number in the front, that means you just need to find the factor on the back, like finding combination. Okay, what are 2 numbers multiplied to 2? 2 and 1. Oh, that's the only one, right? So 2 and 1. Do you think 2 and 1 can give you 3?
Yeah.
Yes, right? So this is how you write x2 and x1. Now, what is the sign of the 2 and the sign of the 1? So that I need to get back the negative 3. Negative 2 and negative 1. Okay? So if I ask you to solve it, so if I ask you like, I put this one equal to 0. If I ask you to solve it, what is the answer here? X equal to? Positive 2 and x equal to? Positive 1. Good. You are very, you are already mastered this. Hopefully.
Chocolate.
Okay, this one, 2x squared. I think it's good. We only did last year. You already had tests last year, so we don't need to review a lot. Okay, smiley way. Why do I know that this is smiley way? Because there's a number in the front, right? So this is a different method. So when you see the number in the front, you need to start on the front first. What are 2 numbers multiplied to 3? 1 and 3. Is the order on the front matters? No, doesn't matter. Okay, so 3 and 1, 1 and 3, the same thing. So I'm gonna write 3x and 1x, but you know, invisible 1, we don't need to write 1, so just x. Now you're gonna start find the combination on the back. What are 2 numbers multiplied to 14? You have 7 and 2.
2 and 7.
2 and 7. Very good. Order on the back matters. Okay. What else? 14, 1 and
114.
and 114. Yes. Okay. So look at this. Look at this. I want 19 in the middle. Which one do you think is more like?
7 on the end.
You can also, now this is the second semester we learn this. So you can also do a little bit mental math, right? I want 19. Look at this number. What number multiplied by 3 and what number multiplied by 1 so I can get 19. This is what the thinking process going on in my mind right now. 7, look at 7. Do you agree that 7 times 3 is 21, right? And then what do I have left? I have 2. Or 2 times 1 is 2. Or 21 and 2.
Oh.
That's gonna give you 19, right? So you can also do in your head. Otherwise, you can just do trial and error. Just plug in a number and try it, smiley way, okay? So 3 must go with a 7. I'm gonna put 7 right here. 2 must go with 1, so do it right here. Just to be safe, let's do the smiley way. 2 times x is 2x. 3x times 7 is 21x. And these two, I can get the 19, right? Negative 19. What is the sign of the 2x and the sign of 21x so that I can get negative 19? Negative 21 and positive 2. Remember the answer must matching with the bigger number between 2 and 21. 21 is the bigger number, so it must be negative. Okay, that's a middle school. Alright, so 2, I want this one to be positive, so this needs to be positive. I want this one to be negative, so 7 must be negative. That's it. And extra question, if I ask you to solve it, that means if I put some 0 right here, what is the answer here? X equal to?
Negative 2/3.
Okay, let's do this one easy. X equal to? 7, so you need to flip it, right? How about this? So you need to flip it, but you also need to divide by the number in the front. This way I have the number in the front, okay? I reviewed last year lesson. You divide by 2, by 3. This one actually you also divide it, but you divide it by 1. That doesn't do anything, right? So good? It's a review last year. Okay. So let's review the 4th term. Or maybe we can do. Alright, we can do some. Just one more example for 3 terms. That may be on the quiz. Now you all pay attention.
Okay.
See, that's alright.
Maybe look at your stuff, like.
Okay. How do you handle number 8? Cancel? You cancel what? Oh, you can't see it. Okay. Is someone raise your hand? I just saw someone just raise your hand. Okay, Albert? Huh? Factor of negative. Alright. Bernard? Negative x. Okay. Or what you just did is you factor the GCD. Right? That's the name. That's the name. But that's good. That's the negative x. So always factor the GCD first. Okay. I forgot. Okay. Obed 1 point, Bernard 1 point, Anderson 1 point, Leila 1 point. And who contributed last one? I forgot. Irene, remember Irene. Equal. Did you say something else now? Go ahead. Okay. So factor the negative x out. What did you have left? Irene. What do you have left? I have negative x cubed. I factor the negative x out. What do I have left? You factor out, that means you divide it, right? So negative x cubed divided by negative x. What is that equal to? X squared. X squared. Positive or negative? Positive, because negative and negative they cancel out. Okay? Now 18x squared. I factor the negative x out. What do we have left? Negative 18x, okay? Now negative 81x, I factor the negative x out. What do we have left? Positive 81. Okay. Now this one is easy because there's no number in the front. That means it's just finding combination. Two numbers multiplied to 81. 99. That's right, 99. But you know this one is exactly the formula. What formula is that? Raise your hand if you know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise your hand. If you know this is actually the formula. It is 2. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. How did you figure out this is 2? Because it doesn't look like the other one. It has a negative. Also 81. What number is square become 81? 9, right? So now this is what your thought gonna process. Oh, 81. Oh, this is my thought. I don't know about you, but it's 81. I said 81. 81 is 9 squared. So my b is 9, right? What is my a? My a is x. Now look at that. Do you agree that x times 9 times 2 is 18? Right? That's my thought process. Oh, this is the formula. Because 2ab, I multiply them together, I multiply by 2, I got this one. So this is 2ab right here. Okay? So based on the formula, this is just x minus 9 squared. So faster. Faster if you see it, but if you don't see it, don't worry. Just do normally. By two number, you will see that 9 and 9 is going to give you 18. And then they need to be negative 9, negative 9. And then because you have x minus 9 times x minus 9, you combine them, you got x minus 9 squared. So don't worry. What matters is you got the correct answer. Okay? People learn differently. And then if I give you to solve this, what is the answer? If I give you equal to 0, x equal to?
0.
Yeah, okay, next equal to 9. What happened to 9 then? dr. Remember the square from last semester? X equal to 9 dr and x equal to 0. Yeah, that is still inside your mind. Yeah, that's ringing any bell. Okay. Usually after the winter break, everything gone. You don't even know my name anymore. Next time I can give you some extra credit by watching video. Okay, I found a good one. Did I show you the video of the Amy Cumming, the lady that's tell you about body language?
No.
Or is it not your period? Okay, that's the good one. Let's watch that first. Okay. 9. Oh, this one is x4 and x squared. It's kind of look weird, but we actually tried this one before, right? We actually go over this one before. So what are you gonna do? Same thing. You're gonna find two numbers multiplied to 12. What are two numbers multiplied to 12? You have 6 and 4. You have 3 and 6 and 2. 6 and 2. And then I heard from here. 6 and 2, 3 and 4. There we go. And 12 and 1. So this one doesn't have number, so it's not smiley way. The order doesn't matter. Okay, so 6 and 2, 2 and 6 the same. Which one do you think you can get 1? Negative 1, 3 and 4, right? So x3, x4. Alright. What is the sign of 3 and 4 that can give you negative 1?
Negative and positive. Wait. No.
Remember the sign of the answer must matching with the bigger number. 3 and 4. This one is bigger. Oh, and my answer is negative 1. So this one must be negative.
No.
Okay? Negative 4 and positive 3. Yeah? Yeah, in the middle school, I don't think a lot of teachers, maybe a lot, I don't know. I don't think a lot of teachers explain to you how to do, how you will teach how to do this. How you were taught how to do this. No, I want to know what method they teach you to do this. Like using the number line. Like how do you learn how to do this one? Adding two number. How do you know how to learn it? I want to know. You count them? Is there any other method? How did you learn this? or like tower, and so also saw that one too. You have like 3 tower, and then if you minus, you go down, right? Something like this.
No, like tiles, like little dots.
Uh-huh.
And he would take them away or add more.
Oh, okay, okay. So like 4, you have 3, you minus 4, so you take away, and then go down to negative 1. Is that how you learn it?
Like in second grade, third grade.
Because this one I found a lot of students still struggle with this. A lot. You're not the only one. Don't feel bad. You're not the only one. A lot of them they didn't know how to add 2 numbers. Okay, so when they have the same sign, you're gonna add them. When you have a different sign, you're gonna subtract them. And how do you know about the sign? Like for example, this is same sign, 3 and 4. So add them, you have 7. This is same sign, 3 and 4. So you also add them. But the answer always matching with the bigger number, with the sign. So the bigger number here is 4. This is negative, so the answer must be negative. Okay? Like you compare, if you look at the number line, this is the negative part, this is positive part. You will compare which one have higher number. The negative 4 right here is higher, so that means the answer must be negative. This is I wish the middle school teacher should teach you how to do this one, so you got better understanding. Okay. Anyway, is that a correct answer?
Yeah.
Why not? Huh? Do you get back this one after you FOIL this? No, if you FOIL, you're gonna have x times x is x squared. But this one is x4. So what do you need to fix?
X squared.
You add the x squared on the power, right? On the power here, right? Now look at this. X squared times x squared is x4. And then x squared times negative 4. If you factor out, it's negative 4x squared, and then just do FOIL, okay? And then 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And this 2, you see x squared, x4, x4. So you get back, what is this? So that means it's correct, okay? But you need to have the square. Well, if the question is factor completely, this is not the final answer. You should know how to do this, but I would think about if I put it on the quiz. Why this is not completely factor? That means you can still do more. Which one you can still do more? The 4. What's special about 4? 4 is a perfect square. 4 is a perfect square. The sign is look at this. Oh, x squared. So I think about if this one also the square. And yes, it is. 2 squared is 4, right? So to be complete, factoring completely, what formula is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difference of squares. 2,
1,
4,
5,
5.
3.
So you're just counting from 1 to 5 and waiting for my emotion.
Yeah.
3, right? Different squares. So this is a square. X squared minus 2 squared. And then Layla give Layla 1 point, and also German 1 point. Yeah. That's the final answer. Okay, that's the final answer. To be factor completely. And if I give you 0, what is the answer? X equal to? X equal to? Negative 3dr?
That's like
Fake? Imaginary is fake? Fake solution. Okay, you can give the imaginary number, the solution, or you can just leave it blank. It's because there's no real solution. Okay? I prefer to don't give any answer, because if you want to give the answer, it needs to be correct. You either leave it blank. That means I know that, oh, you know that there's no real solution. Or you can give imaginary solution. But if you give wrong, then you're going to wrong off. So you better, I don't think you should give any solution here. Okay? This is no real solution. But if you want to give a solution, it's got to be what? See, that's already wrong. See? So that's a good example. Thank you, listen. Why? If you want to really solve this, look at this. You move the 3 to the other side, you have negative, right? The answer is, you want to try again? Square root. You're missing the square root. Square root of 3i and plus and minus as well. See, a lot of things happen. Because you're taking the square root, you need to have plus minus, and then you're taking the square root here, the negative of the square become I, become fake. Right? So, I recommend just don't give any solution if you're not sure. Okay? So good for this factoring? Okay. 4 term. What method? Grouping. So number 3, right? 4 terms. For example, x cubed plus x squared minus 4x minus 4. I wanted to make it up, okay? So grouping. So grouping is, intuitively you think that grouping for 4 terms, how many groups you can form? 2. And the 2 root of 2. Okay? So that's what I call grouping. So 2 root of 2. I also include a sign here because you just to remind me I need to factor the sign as well. Okay? Alright, this is my first group. This is my first group. And this is my second group. Okay? So take a look on the first group. What is the GCD for the first group? X squared. Right? Now what do you have left after you factor out as x squared? X plus 1. Now second group, what is the GCD for the second group? You need to be careful. Negative 4 or positive 4? Negative 4. Okay? Now, if you forgot, you factor the positive 4. Look what happened. I'm going to show you how you fix it. You factor the positive 4. What do you have? I have negative x and negative 1, right? You're going to be stuck right here, right? Because they're not the same. You see that? X plus 1, negative x minus 1. They're not the same for you to keep moving to the next step. So that's how you know there's something wrong. So let's say if you make a mistake right here, you can still figure out by, you know something wrong. You go back, oh this is negative, I should factor out a negative. And now let's take a look. Negative 4x, you divide by negative 4, what do you have left? Positive x, right? Positive x, right? And then negative 4, I factor out negative 4, that means divide by it. So what do you have left? Positive 1. I like how you say positive 1. Do you see that the same now? Then we can move to the next step, right? So that's how you know you can fix it based on what you got. So among my first group and my second group, I see that there's a same common factor, that is x plus 1. So I'm going to factor out the x plus 1 out. Now on the first group, are we good? Are you following so far? Any question? Yeah? Okay, good. So first group, I factor out x plus 1. What do I have left? X squared. Very good. Second group, I factor out x plus 1. What do we have left? Minus 4. Yeah? Are we good? That final answer? Why not?
Because don't you have to square it?
Very good. Tell me what to do next. This is not finished yet. Do you recognize that? This is the second time you saw it. Similar here, right? So I want you to recognize immediately. The more you do it, the more you can feel something going on right here. So Naila, you can help me? What does it become?
Square x.
So x?
X minus 4. Or minus square root.
So square root of 4. What is square root of 4?
2.
2. So that's the answer. Okay? You can take square root of this, you can take square root of both this. Square root of x squared is x, square root of 4 is 2, and then 1 plus, 1 minus, or is the minus, which one to go first? Plus 2. Right? Let's give 1 point for Naila. Good. And if I give you this one equal to 0, easy, right? X equal to? Negative 1, x equal to? Positive 2, and x equal to? Like she answered while she's sleeping. In a dream, I saw that this question will be on the quiz. Yeah? That's it, right? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Because we only cover the formula of the 6e. Right? We only cover the formula 6e. Oh, if you see the question is find the zero. If you see the question is 5 zeros of the function, what does that mean?
Solve it.
To solve it. That's it. Find the zero, find the x-intercept, find the solution, solve it. They're all talking about the same thing. Okay? So let me also write it. You have that in the note. So solve it is the same as find the zero. It is the same as find x-intercept. I think we talked about it last year too. X-intercept, zero, solution, they're all the same. Find solution. They're all talking about the same thing. Okay? Let me see if I cover anything. And then we can take a break. And then we have a quiz. It took you that long to like your neuron cable is like that's long. But at night she's laughing. Oh, I remember what he said in this morning. Oh, I'm gonna put some find the product. Oh, did you write this? Can I erase it? I don't know, after a long weekend, yeah. When is the free break? When is it? Is that April? No, so next month we still have one day off. That's President Day, right?
February, we have a lot of February 17th.
February 17th. And then March, do we have any holiday on March? So no.
I just
Easter.
you
don't. Oh, you done? Yeah? You go wear glasses.
St. Patrick's Day. That's the only holiday.
I gave him my glasses, and now he forgot at home. I mean he forgot his own glasses, and then I gave him my glasses, and then he forgot that glasses too. Great. Also, one question is I'm gonna ask you to find the product. Okay, find the product. It's just this one is just FOIL. Okay, but if you know the formula, the point for this question is you can apply those formula right there. Can you apply the formula right here without using a FOIL? Dante? Factor this out without like do FOIL by using those formula. So a plus b squared equal to a squared. Okay, x squared.
X squared plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
4x.
Very good. Plus.
4.
Yeah, that's good. I give Chemo 1 point. So what she did is this. Okay, you square the first one. You multiply them together, multiply by 2. You got the next one. And then you square the last one. Okay? The more you do it, the more it's just stuck in your mind. You can do very fast. Dante, you want to try? Same thing.
X2.
X squared. minus 6x. Very good. You multiply them and then you times 2. So 6x plus 9. Yeah? Do you think you can do mental math? You can just get one shot? Don't do the FOIL. Because later on, a lot of you will think you will go to AB calculus, right? You will go calculus. FOIL, this is going to show you all you're not there yet. So this is the way you're going to do. Okay? Yeah? Square it. I just think in your mind that you do it on the back and then you put it here when you do a calculus. Then multiply them, you times 2, and then you square this.
Yeah.
Okay? That's this one formula number 1, this formula number 2. Okay? If I give you something like this, do you think you can know? Do you know how to do this? Do you remember the formula? Did I tell you the way to memorize this formula? A minus B cubed. You just start from the power of the A going down. So A cubed, A squared, A and no A. For the B, you're going up. So the first one is no B, the second one is going to be 1B, the next one is going to be 2B, and the last one is going to be cubed. The middle number is the one you just need to memorize it, 3 and 3. Okay? And then the side, they're going to be alternating. So the first one matching, minus, plus, minus. Yeah? Or anyway, if you're not for, I can just put on the board for you, okay? Don't worry, okay? But you should memorize it. Challenge yourself, okay? How about this? Ladies and gentlemen, they're the same thing. Don't stare at me. This is the same thing. What is it? A cubed? Plus, right? That's the only difference. 3 A square B plus 3A B square plus B cubed. Exactly the same. It's just different from the sign. And remember, when they're negative, the first one is going to be negative as well. And you're alternating minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay? If they're plus, everything going to be plus. Okay? And this one is with the 6E we just talked about earlier. It's going to be one short, one long. Copy over exactly the same. You ignore the cube first. Okay? And then the first one, you just squared it. You squared it, put on the back. The sign for this always plus. Multiply them together. This one you don't multiply by 2. Don't multiply by 2 like this. Okay? Just multiply them together. And this one will be opposite with this. Okay? Any question? Let me see if anything I cover everything.